We are backstage at Pointfest, and we have the absolute pleasure for the first time of speaking to Ash from New Year's Day. Welcome, and it's great to have you at Pointfest.
We're so honored to be at Pointfest today. It was so much fun.
You had that crowd going. You know what I mean? How do you handle the challenge when you are coming into a situation where you know, there's a headliner, we're playing a little bit earlier on in the day. That is not an easy thing a lot of times, but a lot of bands enjoy that challenge.
We are one of those bands.
Yeah.
Obviously I'd love to be the headliner eventually and play later time slots, but I really do enjoy being one of the openers, even though it was hot.
Yeah.
Even though it was so hot. But we enjoy opening the crowd because, one, they're energetic, they're ready to start the day, and I feel like I can really get them to rock out.
Yep.
They're not, 5 beers deep and have been in the sun for 8 hours yet.
Right.
I do enjoy that. And I like a challenge. I love wrestling. Mm-hmm. So I always love the idea of being the heel and having to go out and turn the crowd. And I let the crowd kind of look at you like, who the hell are these guys?
Yeah.
And then have them in the palm of your hand by the end.
Absolutely.
Even if they're booing. Just kidding, but they weren't.
But the power of you know what I didn't understand when I was a kid and watched wrestling so much and get
Are you
it
a
now.
wrestling fan too?
I am a wrestling fan, absolutely. The power of the heel. You know what I mean?
I would rather be the heel than the baby face.
Right. But when I was a kid, I would have never thought that, never got how cool that aspect of it was. But it's the answer. So as a wrestling fan, you got to play WrestleMania.
I did. Yeah, WrestleMania 37.
Right.
Yeah.
So how many WrestleManias ago was that at this point? Because I'm not sure.
One WrestleMania ago.
So can you kind of talk about that experience and like how incredible? I mean, I know it was incredible, but like, how did it happen? The whole thing.
Long story short, I was doing a songwriting session for our last record in New York, and it was with a songwriter that didn't really understand what we were going for as New Year's Day. And he was very polite. He goes, "I don't really get you, but there's some metal guys down the hall that might love it." And so all I did was knock on their door, and they happened to be the songwriting team for WWE. It literally was like that, just fate.
Wow.
And they go, "Wow, we love your voice. We have a new up-and-coming wrestler who loves metal music. We think you would be great for her. Would you be interested?" I was like, "Are you kidding me?"
Yeah.
Of course I'd be interested. It was Rhea Ripley. Can you believe that? Not at the start of her. She's had a very long career. She's worked very hard. But it was at kind of the earlier stages of her NXT days.
Right.
So I've been her theme song for 5-6 years. Yeah.
It's incredible. What is it like playing that venue when it's that big on TV,
Unreal.
the whole thing?
Unreal. I think I blacked out.
I was just going to say, do you remember things from it or just
no,
before and after?
it happened so fast.
Right.
I feel like it was raining. It was in Tampa, Florida. It was at the Buccaneers. I forget the stadium. Anyway, but it was raining all day, so we didn't get a sound check, and it felt like the longest day until it was time to go. And it happened so fast.
Yeah.
They said, "Hurry up, go around this corner, get on stage." We didn't know where we were going. We just all of a sudden turned a corner, and it was 50,000 people. They didn't tell us where the pyro was or where the fireworks were going to be or when they would go off.
All right. Well,
they just said, "Get out there and go."
Well, that's a little alarming and maybe not particularly very safe now that we're talking about it.
But you know what? None of us went up in flames.
Good.
So all is well. And it was awesome. And a little fun fact about it is we had no idea what was going on truly, that Rhea Ripley missed her entrance cue and came out a little bit too early and did the stomp, and none of the fireworks went off. And she went, "Uh-oh, I'm not supposed to be here right now." So we just rocked out.
Unbelievable. That is so fantastic.
Isn't that wild?
So I've heard a thing. So in my house, all right, my wife, I don't know the best way to say this. There is never a time that it is not Halloween, okay?
I love that.
There are scary movie posters in my living room.
Oh, I love
there
that.
are pumpkins 24/7. I mean, there is never a time that it is not Halloween season. The thing that would concern me is if my wife toured and was able to go place to place and see all of the Halloween stuff that they have everywhere, there would be probably a monetary issue going on. How do you not buy things everywhere? Because I'm sure you see cool stuff all of the freaking time.
I used to be really bad. I'd have to buy extra tubs for our trailer, and all my oddities, all of my Halloween decorations filled the tubs.
Yeah.
Now we're full. We're done. I've got 2 storage units full of Halloween stuff. I have nowhere to put it. At this point, I have to stop. So now we're just spending money on experiences and not things.
All right.
So now we try to do as many haunted houses on tour this time of year as we possibly can. In fact, the next one we're going to is Netherworld in Atlanta. In Georgia. It's one of the top 10 in the U.S. for me.
So I somehow married a woman that loves Halloween and everything scary, and I hate it.
No
I
way.
am so petrified
Oh,
by
no.
all of it for real. So like when I go to a haunted house with her or when I
So you're
watch
fun
that
at a haunted house.
because I get the bejesus scared out of
See,
me.
I
Like,
would
for
have fun
real.
going with you because I don't get scared really.
Yeah, and my eyes bug out, and she loves that
See, that
too.
sounds fun.
So
I
like
get
it's a
it.
whole thing. Well, you know what? It's really wonderful to have you here, and I
Thank
hope
you.
that we can get you through again to play your own show, to play Pointfest, whatever. It was wonderful to meet
and
you.
thank you so much for all the love and support. We love you guys so much.
No problem. And you know what? That new single, we love that new single as well. So
Thank you so
maybe you could get
much.
some St. Louis play out of that one as well.
Yes,
Might
I would be
happening.
absolutely honored.
All right, Ash, thank you so much.
I didn't even tell you.
What?
I'm going to be a neighbor. This is going to be my radio station. I'm moving to Missouri in a month.
Where
this
are
is
you
going to be
moving?
my, Poplar Bluff, but it's about 2 hours. Do you know where that's
Yeah,
at?
no. Are you serious?
Yeah.
I have family in Poplar Bluff.
We just spent time with, Jared, he has family in Poplar
I
Bluff.
have family in Poplar Bluff. So here, I'm going to make this even a little weirder. Have you heard of a small town called Puxico, Missouri? That my grandparents are from there. And so when they moved to the big city, they moved to Poplar Bluff.
That's the big city?
And that was the big city for them.
That's funny.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. We were just there yesterday writing side by sides, and that's why I swallowed so much dirt yesterday that I was like, how am I going to sing today?
That is fantastic.
So,
well, welcome.
so it would mean more than anything in the world to be played on my hometown radio.
Oh, wow.
My new hometown.
Well, we'll make that happen.
Thank you.
Ash, what a pleasure. New Year's Day
go
backstage
with
at
me.
Pointfest. Thank you. I would not do that. Thank you.